Have synthetic nanomaterials engineered and produced in the laboratory poisoned our food supply, planet, and our bodies? In an article published in the Journal of Food and Drug Analysis titled "The Current Application of Nanotechnology in Food and Agriculture" from January of 2019, scientists confirmed that nanotechnology has, quote, begun marching into the agriculture and food industry since 2003, when the United States Department of Agriculture approved and promoted their use and practice. Nanomaterials are used in agriculture, irrigation, water filtration, food processing, packaging, animal feed, and aquaculture. Apparently, according to their research, nanomaterial-based products, quote, improve production efficiency, food characteristics, taste, and safety, meaning that these particles are being ingested by the consumers of various food products. But they claim in this study that the majority are not directly consumed by people. However, the question remains, how much nanomaterial is being consumed in the food we eat? They claim that there are limited regulations against nanotechnology in food because of the, quote, poor knowledge of toxicity and risk which novel nanomaterials could bring, while simultaneously admitting that nanomaterials will, quote, elicit specific impact on flora, fauna, and ecosystems. They go on to say that nanomaterials potentially have a, quote, chronic effect on human organs. Some of the nanomaterials used in food processing that are then ingested by the consumer are listed in a graph supplied in the study. Nanomaterials such as silver silica, used as a preservative, silicon dioxide, used for flavor and as an anti-caking agent, copper oxide, listed as a dietary supplement, and handfuls of other synthetic lab-engineered nanomaterials simply listed as additives or polymer production aids. These are inorganic chemicals which the US FDA generally recognized as safe, even though the study clearly asserts that there is poor knowledge of toxicity of nanomaterials. More shocking than the nanomaterials used in food processing are the nanoparticles used in agriculture as fertilizers, pesticides, herbicides, and nanosensors. Essentially, this array of nanomaterials are dispersed over an entire field of crops, row after row, and then after that, nanosensors with wireless transmitting capability are sprayed over the crops in the same areas to remotely detect the proper disbursement of the nano-fertilizers, nano-pesticides, and nano-herbicides. In other words, the crops we consume are covered in a soup of nanomaterials, some of which are poisonous to unwanted plants and animals. Are we ingesting these nanomaterials in our fruits and vegetables? And what about the environment? Are these nano-fertilizers, nano-pesticides, nano-herbicides, and nano-sensors poisoning the soil, water, plants, and animals? How can the corrupt FDA pretend to be looking out for our health when they allow live experiments to take place in our own food industry? In this world full of poison, it looks like it's time to start your own garden and practice protecting your body as much as you can from toxic nanoparticles that are all around us. This is Brian Wilson with Infowars.com.